PLC Network here with another unboxing. We have something special today. This comes from the company Matricom. Now you might be familiar with them. We've discussed them in the past. They actually have, they're manufacturer of one of our favorite Android set-top boxes. But what we have here is completely different. This is their ARC. And the ARC is a home management system. This is completely different from what we're used to because it's an all-in-one device. It encompasses all the greatest things that are the biggest trends for this year and last year and the year to come. But not only does it act as a home management hub for smart home, it is also a long-range router. It is an energy management system where you can actually keep an eye on everything that's consuming energy throughout the house with compatible devices, of course. And it is a entertainment streaming solution for all of your favorite files and streaming sources like Netflix and Hulu, and of course it also can stream live TV. So it's just one cool thing after the other compiled into this one device. So you don't have to go out and buy multiple devices or run them all over the place with the cables running all over the place. You just need Matricom's ARC. But what we're going to do for now is we're going to pop this open. We're going to see what's on the inside. What does it come with? What does it look like? And then you'll go to PLCnetwork.net. We'll cover this later on with a full review once we've gotten the chance to test it out. The first thing you come to is the device itself. Matricom's ARC. It's actually pretty heavy. It's big too. It's huge, but it's kind of expected when you consider everything that goes into it. You have a quick start guide to get you started in setting everything up. And then all the accessories are at the bottom here. You have an HDMI cable, which I'm guessing is more than likely a 2.0 cable since it does have the ability to output at 4K. You have an Ethernet cable, you have a power adapter, and you have a remote. Now the remote kind of features kind of a simplistic design of some of the basic features you find in a media entertainment kind of center remote. You have a directional pad in the center with some additional buttons all around it, including your power button and of course media control buttons for next, previous, play, pause, volume controls, and so forth. And then if you turn it around, it actually has a full QWERTY keyboard on the back, which is awesome, because anytime you're working with any kind of device that involves user input into a program to search for things, nothing works better than actually having a keyboard versus having to, left, up, down, right, one letter, go to the next letter, and which takes forever, of course. The device itself kind of looks like a, it's unique, it's different. It definitely has a kind of a modern design to it. You have a power button in the front and nice rubberized feet to keep it from sliding around on the bottom. On the back, you have all of your inputs and outputs. Now, what you get is one WAN, or wide area network port, and two LAN ports, and that goes to other devices that are wired for Ethernet. You have an SD card slot for putting an SD card in there, obviously, and with any kind of media that's on there. And you also have an option here. This slides out. This is really cool for a 2.5-inch hard drive, and it looks like it is serial ATA. So you can add a hard drive in there with a bunch of media on there, which is pretty cool. You have your DC slot, of course. You have another power button, so who knows what that is. That might be WPS setup actually on the front. Nope, actually I take that back. There's a WPS setup on the back, it looks like. It's kind of like a temporary button. It's hard to say. Maybe it's a reset kind of style where you have to put a pin through there. You have an SPDIF output, or in other words, optical for sound. You have two USB 2.0 ports for attaching external hard drives for, and you have an HDMI output, which again, they provide you the cable for, so you can connect this to the TV directly, and an AV 3.5 millimeter, it looks like, output as well, which would be proprietary, and that doesn't come with that, so you won't worry about that just for now. So again, this is an all-in-one solution, so it acts as a router, long-range router, sure, great. A lot of devices do that, but do they do everything else? Are they actually, given, Netgear, Nighthawks, and things like that, they do have some media aspects to them, like some of the newer ones, nicer ones have Plex Media Server installed. But this takes it further by integrating all sorts of different streaming solutions, live TV, and of course, smart home. To be able to have everything in one place is pretty cool. This will actually talk to all of your smart home devices that support Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and Z-Wave. Z-Wave, that's a big one right there. So this is your hub. You can create scenes and everything in it just like you would any other automation hub for your smart home setup. So you get all of this in one device. Plus, it can manage and monitor your energy consumption throughout the house using, of course, supported smart devices that are able to report back that information. So if you're using an outlet or a plug or anything else that energy passes through, it can tell you how much energy is actually being used by the devices attached to that device. So if you have a lamp plugged in, or a TV, or a stereo system, it'll let you know how much energy do those devices consume throughout the month or the year. So that's it. This is the Matricom Arc. Again, home management system, and all-in-one for all sorts of great things. And it is available right now, I believe. I think it's available right now. And they just recently dropped the price too, down to $239, which is pretty cool. From what they had it before, I mean, that's a wonderful price to drop it down to, especially for what it does. And on top of that, they're running a special right now for Black Friday and the holidays, which is running through like December 16th or something like that. There's two different phases of it, but they're actually for $249, for like $10 more. They throw in an additional Z-Wave accessory device. You have the option of like an outlet or a smart bulb, which is kind of cool. So for $10, you get a sweet deal on an extra accessory to get you started. So Matricom Arc, you can check it out on their website at matricom.com, and of course, go visit our website later on at pocnetwork.net. We'll have a full review on this later once we have the chance to actually test everything out and let you know what we like about it. And again, that's pocnetwork.net. If you like what you've seen here, don't forget to subscribe below. There's a button down there. Of course, at the end of the video, there's also going to be a button to the side of me, or at least to the side of where I'm sitting, relatively speaking. And you'll be able to click on that round button right there. That'll allow you to subscribe as well. And of course, we'd love to hear from you in the comments below. And as always, we thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time. If you want to stay on top of all the latest and greatest, and or at least the gadgets we cover, remember to subscribe right here. Subscription button. Click it. You're going to want to. There's lots of videos, interviews, previews, all sorts of stuff. Button. Click it.